Lightness you're describing, Harry, is called being high. I mean, it brings new meaning to your highness. Exactly. I think that this is a dangerous
That's
conversation.
his new nickname, your highness.
So imagine this.
Meghan Markle just broke down on camera, and it's not just about jam. While she desperately tries to hold her brand together, Prince Harry is facing explosive drug use allegations that have insiders sounding the alarm. His behavior? Distant. His speeches? Robotic. And the palace? Dead silent. Something's clearly unraveling behind the scenes. Stay with us, because what you're about to hear is far worse than just a failed fruit spread. So, Meghan Markle, not to be confused with Meghan Sussex, decided to relaunch her brand American Duchess with luxury fruit spreads, floral sprinkle, jars, and enough Pinterest aesthetics to make 2012 jealous. But instead of a queenly comeback, we got a royal disaster. She claimed everything sold out in minutes. Yet people refreshing the store live saw items go poof the moment it launched. No traffic, no buzz, just fake scarcity wrapped in pastel filters. The jars? Basically dried petals in overpriced glass. No use, no story, just vibes. As one viewer put it, that's not a product, it's a mood board. And the jam? Well, even jam royalty Donna Collins said, that's the kind of spread you label when your jam fails. Ouch. Meghan Markle, the queen of I don't know what this means, but I'm going to say it anyway. Her followers tried to defend it, but even the infamous Sussex squad couldn't explain why someone would drop $50 on a jar of failed preserves and some dried flowers. It's like watching someone cosplay a lifestyle brand in real time. But the worst part? Meghan didn't look confident. Her launch video was awkward, cropped weird, eyes darting, fake smiles. It wasn't just a flop, it felt like a cry for help hidden behind jam jars. And if that's not strange enough, just wait, because Harry's situation is even messier. While Meghan's fruit spreads are failing to spread anything but confusion, Prince Harry is facing real heat, drug use allegations that have royal insiders panicking. Remember, this is a man who once admitted to using drugs and alcohol to numb his pain. Now, he's starting to look like that same person all over again. Flat in interviews, vacant stares, robotic speeches. It's like watching the Prince of Fog give a TED Talk on how not to feel. That a recent photo from London showed Harry looking completely disconnected, like a man lost in his own mind. And it didn't take long for commentators to start whispering the D word, drugs. One even said, this guy has more in him than a pharmacy aisle. Harsh, maybe, but let's not pretend the signs aren't there. And where's the palace in all this? Silent. When Harry's thriving, they roll the cameras. When he's struggling, cue the awkward, staged appearances and empty smiles. It feels like damage control without the control that, let's be honest, Harry giving speeches like he's still a working royal is pathetic. What is he, a freelance prince now? And as for Meghan, she's busy pretending to sell jam while her husband might be drowning off camera. It's no longer a brand problem. It's a household collapse. And everyone sees it, except maybe them.
More drugs inside and then you can get in a chemist shop. I find it very hard to believe.
Let's talk about Meghan's brand, because calling it confused is putting it politely. One week, she promises no more fake sellouts. The next, boom, another drop, same shady tactic. First she says nothing new will launch this year, and suddenly, we get a rose drink nobody asked for. Meghan Markle, the queen of, if the narrative doesn't fit, blame the staff. Her brand, American Duchess, feels more like lifestyle cosplay than a real business. It's all whimsical fonts, pastel filters, and empty cheers, dears captions that sound like they were stolen from a mom blog in 2011. There's no story, no soul, no purpose. Even her most loyal fans are quietly asking, wait, what exactly are we supporting again? And let's not forget the numbers. Insiders say the so-called sellout barely moved a few $1,000s in product. You can't build a luxury empire on 4 jars of apricot paste and a dream, especially not when your jam is being dragged by actual experts in the industry. When the queen of jams calls your product a failure in a jar, maybe it's time to rethink your business model or get into something you're actually good at. Meghan tried to sell nostalgia, royalty, and lifestyle magic. Instead, she sold overpriced petals and glass and called it a movement. But even the Sussex squad can't defend flower dust forever. And with her image cracking, all eyes are now turning to Harry, and it's not pretty. Harry isn't just fading from public life, he's unraveling in real time. His speeches used to have fire. Now they feel like hostage videos with a royal filter. People close to the crown are calling it a crisis. Some even say it's a full-on mental breakdown. And The most chilling part? This isn't coming from tabloids. It's coming from his own history. Harry has already told us he used substances to feel something, anything, to escape the grief, the pressure, the spotlight. He admitted it openly. So when you look at him, now, hesitant, robotic, empty, it's hard not to wonder if those demons are back. His demeanor mirrors the exact chaos he once described. And where's King Charles? According to palace insiders, he's deeply worried, not about Meghan's collapsing brand or the headlines, but about his son. He's reportedly torn, still, a father, but exhausted after years of covering for Harry's self-sabotage. Rumors say he's still quietly funding Harry behind the scenes, despite Harry and Meghan's infamous "we were cut off" claims. If true, that support likely has an expiration date. Charles wasn't a deadbeat dad. Let's be real, he didn't marry a yacht girl. And he sure as hell isn't thrilled watching Harry give speeches like he's still the Duke of doing nothing. This is bigger than drama. This is about damage control inside the royal family, before something irreversible happens. Now here's a wild card. Princess Eugenie. For months, she's been seen as the only royal who hasn't completely iced out Meghan and Harry. People assumed she quietly backed away after things went south. But then, boom, she's spotted at Royal Ascot with Misha Nanu, one of Meghan's closest allies. That one photo reignited the drama. Is Eugenie still loyal to Meghan? Is she a link between the Sussexes and the firm? Or, let's get spicy, is she a spy, keeping tabs for one side while smiling for both? Meghan Markle, not to be confused with Meghan Sussex, probably hopes Eugenie is still in her corner. But insiders say Eugenie's walking a tightrope between family duty and personal loyalty. She's friendly with Meghan's circle, yes, but she's also deeply embedded in the monarchy. So, is she choosing sides, or just trying to survive a royal family split in half? Either way, it adds another layer of confusion to an already chaotic situation that, let's not sugarcoat it, public sympathy is evaporating fast. Even the mainstream media, which once praised Meghan's every move, is pulling back. Her statements feel robotic. Her social media posts are pretty, but hollow. There's no fire, no purpose, just filtered vibes and overpriced jam. People are asking, who is Meghan Markle right now? A duchess? A business mogul? An influencer? A wannabe Gwyneth Paltrow with better lighting? Right now, she's none of the above, just a public figure, pushing low-impact products while everything behind the scenes falls apart. And Harry? He's no better off. A man once known for charm and cheekiness now looks like he's sleepwalking through his own life. Meghan may have lost the brand, but Harry? He might be losing himself. And that's not a PR issue, that's a personal crisis. The kind you can't spin away with Instagram captions and pastel filters. Behind the palace walls, King Charles is reportedly torn. As a father, he's deeply worried. As a monarch, he's exhausted. He's watched Harry spiral, watched Meghan's chaos infect the family brand, and now he might be done playing the safety net. Sources say Charles has been quietly funding Harry through private channels. Yes, even after the infamous "we were cut off" narrative. But that lifeline? It's wearing thin. Charles knows the public won't tolerate endless royal drama funded with taxpayer sympathy. And more importantly, he knows Harry needs to take accountability. One insider said Charles is drawing a hard line. You created this mess. You figure it out. That's not cruelty. That's fatigue. Let's be honest. Charles was never a deadbeat dad. He supported Harry through loss, scandal, and a Netflix special. But this time, even the king seems to be saying, enough is enough. This isn't just about royalty. It's about responsibility. At this point, it's not about jam. It's not even about the crown. It's about two people who built their entire future on buzzwords, authenticity, empowerment, healing, and now seem to stand for none of it. Meghan's brand is collapsing under its own weight. Harry's public image is cracking, and the public, they're over it. You can only ride on nostalgia and titles for so long. Meghan's Duchess label doesn't move product anymore. Harry's royal past doesn't excuse the present fog he's living in. And if they think another podcast, another product drop, or another staged photo will fix this, they're kidding themselves. What they need isn't a rebrand. It's a full-blown reset, a moment of actual honesty, a sign of humility, a reason for people to care again. Because right now, their empire isn't just crumbling, it's becoming irrelevant. And the clock is ticking. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, money. With product sales tanking, brand deals fizzling, and public trust evaporating, how are Meghan and Harry funding this California dream? Rumors are flying that Charles might still be quietly sending support, despite their claim of being cut off. If true, it's likely hush-hush and unofficial, more of a father's guilt than a financial plan. But that drip feed won't last forever. Charles is under pressure from the crown, from the public, and from his own legacy. He can't bankroll a PR disaster indefinitely, especially not one that keeps making headlines for all the wrong reasons. And let's face it, Meghan and Harry's lifestyle isn't exactly low budget. Private security, luxury estates, legal teams, media consultants. That stuff burns cash fast. If the income dries up and the palace finally cuts the cord, we could be looking at a financial reckoning that no jam drop can cover tears. The brutal truth: Meghan and Harry's old strategy, glossy optics, emotional soundbites, victim narratives, it's done. People aren't buying it anymore. The media they once weaponized has grown skeptical. Their once loyal fan base is shrinking, and their silence on Harry's alleged drug relapse only adds to the suspicion. This isn't about public perception anymore. It's about personal survival. Meghan's brand has no clear identity. Harry looks like a man unraveling. And the fairy tale they tried to sell? It's turning into a cautionary tale in real time. If there's any chance at redemption, it won't come through another pastel filter or tearful Zoom call. It'll take something they've avoided for years: real honesty, real accountability. Because when a duchess cries on camera and her prince is spiraling in silence, the public doesn't see royalty anymore. They see a broken story losing its final chapter. As so, Meghan's crying, Harry's spiraling, and the brand hanging by a thread. This isn't just royal drama. It's a full-blown collapse playing out in real time. And trust me, what's coming next, you won't want to miss. We'll dive deeper into that in an upcoming video. You know where to find it. Keep watching. Things are only getting messy, eh?